this opportunity to give you my wonderful story. First, my name is Muhammad. You can call me, my Chinese name is Zouba. Today, I came to tell you my story. My story is how I came to China. Because for us, it's not easy. To come to China, I take a lot of time. I traveled to multiple countries to reach to our country, to China. So first, let me ask you a question. If I tell you what's the worst place in this world, you might think Afghanistan, you might Syria, right? Maybe Yemen. Yemen is my country, and it's located here in this world. It's far away from China, okay? We are in Middle East. It's Arabic country. The war started when I was studying, but I'll start from the beginning. I was born in 1997 in the capital city, Sana'a, okay? This is the capital city. I was born for a simple family. I grew up there. I lived my whole life in Sana'a, okay? I have one brother and two sisters. I started primary school, normally studying as a normal person. And then I went to middle school. After I graduated from middle school, now the big step is high school, right? High school in our country is similar like China. You have to do a lot of work. Because high school, if you don't get a good degree, you will not be able to go to a good university or choose the major that you like, okay? So, before I started first high school, I sat with myself, I asked myself, what should I do to achieve something in high school? Because after high school, I have to go to university. And universities require a lot of skills. One of them is English. Because we are Arabic people, we speak Arabic. We don't speak English. So I have to improve my English. I went to my mom, I told her, Mom, I want to improve my English. She said, what about your school? I told her, okay, school in the morning and study English afternoon at institute. In Yemen, we study 7 classes a day from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's not like China. China until 5, right? Yeah, we study small period. And then later, I go to the institute to improve my English. Everything goes normal in the first high school until 2014. In September 2014, the war in Yemen started. In that time, I was first high school, as I said, and we haven't finished even first high school. So all the government stuff, companies, schools, college, everything just closed because the war happened suddenly. Just, I woke up in the morning, there's airstrike, bombs, militaries everywhere. You didn't know what's going on until we open the TV, we see the news, what's going on, and then we realize we are in a war. The war hasn't finished until this moment. In Yemen, the war is continuing. But we stopped for 7 months of education, and then we came back. Schools, universities, but not companies, also embassies are closed until now. So I graduated from high school in 2017. My English in that time was good, but because of the period we stopped, it gets worse. And then I completed studying English until 3rd high school, and then 3rd high school I stopped studying English, so I have to focus in my study degree. I graduated from high school, and then I have to improve 3 skills. English, my skills like photography, because I like photography, designing, I learned designing, and volunteer work. Volunteer work was one of the things that I want to do for my society, because Yemen It was fine before high school, and after high school, it's totally damaged. A lot of people died. A lot of people ran away from their city because it's too dangerous for them. So we have to do something for them. I started working with local organization. It's called One Unity. This organization is a non-profit organization. It doesn't belong to any country or any person. Just 5 people sit together and say, let's do something for our nation. This organization is focused to give clothes to poor people or people who get affected with the war. Okay? So how we do that? First, we go to people or tell people there is places that you should take your old clothes that you don't need, especially ladies. Ladies spend a lot of time in taking clothes and they don't wear it, right? So they take the old clothes, they put it, and we take it. After we take it, we start to sort the clothes, children alone, ladies alone, and men alone. So it be organized much better. After this step, we just take them for a laundry, wash them, make them looks like brand new. After that, we make it a gift mall. We call it gift mall because it's similarly like a mall. We just put the clothes, as you see here, everything aside. Children, they have section, men has section, and ladies have section. So poor people just enter like if they are in a real mall. They just get in and take the clothes that they want. This is the group of people who are right now. There is more than 4,000 volunteers in this organization working for poor people. This is the way that we do it. Poor family enter from the door, taking vehicles, and then start to collect the clothes that they want. Not all of them, by the way, they are old clothes. There is businessmen, they donate money, and we buy new clothes also. This is my team when I was in Yemen. This is me, if you don't recognize me, because I changed my style. So, after high school, after volunteer, I tried my best to support my father to travel outside the country. But we should, as a Yemeni people, consider something. Do you know what it is? It's our passport. Yeah, our passport. Our passport is the 5th worst passport in the world. It's a fact. You cannot change it. After Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and Pakistan, we can only enter 35 countries. We are blocked entering North America, Canada, Europe. We are not allowed to enter this country. Not because we are bad people, just because our situation in our country is not stable. Okay? So, this is the first problem that I'm facing to go study abroad. The second problem, how I'm going to travel. But let me say first, I applied to Canada. Okay? There is a university called UBC. It's a good university in Canada. They have a program, scholarship, for non-developed countries or countries that has conflicts, wars, politics problems, those stuff. I applied to this scholarship and they required a TOEFL test. But in that time, I didn't have TOEFL. But I said, it's okay, let me apply first, and then later I will get the TOEFL degree. I applied. They said, okay, but you have to get the TOEFL. After I applied, they asked me to send the paper hard copy. Apply, not PDF. So I went to, they call it a shop that's sending stuff from outside Yemen, because DHL, FedEx, or any companies that you know to send stuff from a country to another country are closed in Yemen. All of them are closed. So I have to send it to another country, neighbor country, and then from that country, to send it to Canada. Even though if DHL or FedEx working in Yemen, we are not allowed to send any softs to North America. Because one accident happened, I think in 2008, that banned Yemeni people to send any soft to the United States or Canada. The paper arrived to Canada, but the time was over, so I lost the scholarship. The second time, I applied to Japan. There is a program scholarship called MEXT, which is a scholarship for non-Japanese citizens. I applied for it. I contacted 2 universities. The first university, they said, sorry, we are not accepting students anymore. We closed the program. I applied to another university. They said, okay, we are honored to have you in our college, but you have to apply through an embassy. An embassy, yeah. All embassies in Yemen are closed. So I asked them if there is a solution to it. They said, sorry, we can't do anything. So I lost it. Then I applied to Nanhan, if you know. Yeah, I applied to Nanhan and I get accepted. I was so happy. Yay! Finally I get accepted from a university. And then I got my admission later because they sent it to a neighbor country. And then I take a friend, give it back to Yemen because he was coming back from that city, from that country. And then I got it. So the first step is done. The second step, how I'm going to get the visa. Because Yemen, all embassies are closed, as I said. So I have to travel to a neighbor country. So I start my journey from Sana'a, the capital city, to a neighbor country called Oman, this country. Okay? We have to go to the board. There is a town here, small town, that they give us a visa for 2 weeks to enter the country and do our work. If we have a visa from Russia, go to the embassy of Russia and get your visa, or China, Germany, or any country. They so cooperated with us. And nowadays, Oman is facing bad days because a tornado is hitting the country. I hope they recover soon. So it takes me 35 hours from this place to the border. 35 hours. Small, right? But the distance is the same from Nanjing to Shanghai. Okay? Yemen is not big. Like Jiangsu is smaller than Yemen a little bit. So I stayed in this small town for 3 days to get the visa, and then I entered Oman, to the capital city, Moscow. I went to the embassy of China. Do you know what I have seen? 300 Yemeni students waiting for visa for China. Imagine how much the number. And when we applied there, Chinese embassy made a schedule that first CSC students, then scholarship, and then self-sponsored. I was self-sponsored, so I have to stay at the last one. The 300, like, the last one. And then I waited there for 4 months to wait for my schedule to get in and get the visa. But the problem, what was it? The admission is going to expire after 1 month. So I applied to the university and talked to them, but they didn't reply to me. So if I went to the embassy with the expired application, they will reject me directly. They will say, sorry, we cannot give you the visa anymore. So I lost even Nanhan admission. But I met a lot of friends in Oman. So one of my friends, he was going to travel to Shenyang to study in Tamil Asia. Okay? So I told him, please, you are the last one who can help me. Can you apply for me inside the university, even to study Chinese language? And then I will apply again to Nanhan to see what's going on. Yeah, thank God it works. He applied for me in Elkhan, in Shenyang. I stayed there from January, the 1st of January until 9th of September. And then I came to Namkhan. I applied to Namkhan during I was staying inside Shenyang in Dongbelan, and then I get accepted again. So 2 times I applied to Namkhan, 2 times applying to Japan, and 1 time I applied to Canada. All of this suffering just because we have a war in our country. We are not bad, but our situation is forcing us to suffer. Okay? So if like you want to solve a problem for a nation, solve the war. Okay? If they have a war, solve it. Or if you want to make people in a trouble, just create a war. Last thing I want to say, you have much better chances than many people. Okay? You are in a peace country and a wonderful country, to be honest. So try to follow your dreams. You might face a big problem, or like, you know, to be honest, I watched Chinese people. Their problems is way less than our problems. Like, your problem might how to get a scholarship. It's easier for you. Your country is fine. You can go to the airport, get a ticket, and travel. For us, we have to go to another country to get a visa, and sometimes we wait a long time. I know a friend, he was in Oman. He stayed 1 year to get the visa for Germany. 1 year. All his files are fine. Just the embassy make him late. He has the admission from the university. He has everything. Just because we are Yemeni people, we have to stay. Even if we travel to airports, you are a Yemeni person, you have to wait, you have to suffer. They search our phone, even pictures, phone numbers, our luggage, everything. Even sometimes they just put us in the corner without saying anything. Why? Because we are Yemeni. So I hope my country and the whole world stop this fight so people can live in peace. Okay. Thank you so much.